Hi guys, how y'all doing? We're going to talk about the 2013 Elite Series schedule and who to look out for and what do we think the weights are going to be like. And we got 3 Oxbows on the schedule this year. We're fishing Old River, Concordia, and St. John. And St. John starts the year. St. John starts the year off, and that's going to be a little tricky maybe, especially with all the rain. I know the lake got shut down over the weekend. It should be opening up this weekend coming, but it's going to be interesting if it happens with the spawn. I know if the water's higher, it helps the spawn out there, but typically that place spawns maybe later in February and early March, to where Concordia is a mid-February deal. So I think it's going to be interesting. George Gately and Boyd Causey won that tournament last year. Troy David and Ryan Bergeron were second. So those are obviously 2 people to go look out for. Andrew Wilson and Randy Brown had that massive stringer in 2011. They're going to be there, but they'll be in separate boats with different partners. So that's an extra boat to look out for. I think the Newmans, Bob and Donnie, had a good tournament there last year, and so they'll be another name to look out for. Roster will be expanded going into that tournament with a bunch of new guys coming. So I mean, like I said, I don't know everybody that much. This is just from based on our last 2 years of experience, what I'm going off of here, and those are the guys I think to look out for. Concordia's other Oxbow we're going to, my personal favorite, that's no secret. We had a tie there last year with myself and Rob Warner and Zach, and we both had good stringers. They won on the Big Bass tiebreaker, and that tournament is going to be maybe the first time ever. We typically always fish that tournament in early March, and with the first Saturday or Sunday in March we always fish there, and then we're fishing in May. It's going to be a different place than people are used to fishing that we always do in March. Crankbait bites on the piers. They're going to be chasing after shad. You're going to catch a lot more fish, I think, than you normally do. Not as many big ones, but you're going to catch a lot of fish. And I still think a good stringer will be caught in the 16-pound range to win that tournament. And it's going to be interesting. So, I'm not fishing this year, so that's going to kill me to miss that tournament. And but it's going to be fun to see him come out on top. Davey and Bergeron, again, are always dangerous in all these Oxbow lakes. You can always watch out for them. And George Gately and Boyd Causey, they held their own last year at Concordia as well. Then our final one is actually the last tournament of the year. That's going to be at Old River. And the 19th time I feel like I'm saying this, Troy David, he fished by himself. Ryan couldn't make it. He won that tournament. Had a very good stringer. Probably got a better stringer, lost a couple of decent fish. But that tournament is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. I like Old River. I think it's a fun place to fish. Last year was the morning bite, and if you did catch them in the morning, you didn't catch jack. You know what? You didn't catch anything there. Most of the people didn't. And all the big fish are primarily caught in the morning. You're going to see a good bit of 5-pound, 4 to 5-pound fish weighed in, probably some 6s. There's going to be some nice fish. It's going to take, and it took 16 changes. It's probably going to take a little more than that this year, I think. If we catch it right and the water's not, massively over high, I may have to maybe move it to some other location if the water gets too high. Hopefully that will never come to be, but we'll see what happens. And if we catch the water just right, then that's going to be an interesting tournament. Places that other places that we're going, Lake Verret, we go there every year. Always takes a good stringer to win there. 16, 17, 18, fished there 3 times. That's the 300 weights. It's always something good there. You gotta have a 3-pound average to have any swinging chance of winning that tournament. If you're not catching 3s and 4s, then you don't have a shot. It's just the way it's always been there. Someone always finds the quality fish, and that's gonna be no different this year. Bayou Black, but that being at the late March like it is, close to April. I know April just absolutely ain't no better where it sucked for us there in April. I know it sucks for everybody mostly, but with it being so late in March, I look for probably most people to run out of that area and go into the Verret area somewhere. Go to Verret, hop into the basin, lock through, get in there. Probably that's what the majority of people are probably going to do. You'll have people stay in Bayou Black, and the tournament could be won there for all I know. I'm not a Bayou Black expert by any means, and so. But I don't look for the weight to be too high in that tournament. That personally, I think that's going to be our lowest winning rate of the year. Could be wrong. So then going back to the Louisiana Delta, which we missed out last year. That's another one of my favorite places. I love that place. We'll be there March 3rd. Catawatchee or Venice. Pick your poison. Lafitte. I mean, it could be any of those places. I think it's going to be, especially being that early in March, if Catawachee's feeding them in there, and the bigger fish are there at that time, then we could hit just right. But like I said, it's so fickle, you never know what's going to happen. I do look for some people to run to Venice, and that's going to make that tournament a little bit, pretty exciting to see what's going to happen. I mean, that's a good haul, and they got to make arrangements to get gas, and we'll see. Check-in times will be interesting for that one when people make the run to Venice. A new place that we're going to is Lake des Almonds, and not many guys that I personally know that fish on the elites have been there. It's probably going to be a new place for most of them. I think it's going to be a little curveball because they were supposed to fish Bruin. We took that off and changed it to des Almonds, which I think is a better fit. It's not as far of a drive. But I think the curveball thrown at that tournament is that Catawatchee and Signet are off limits, so you can't go south of Salvador. So that's going to keep people either in the des Almonds area, in Salvador, or in Lafitte. Somebody could make the run to Venice if they want to. Bayou Black is off limits, though. You can't hit that side of the highway. And so I think that one, I don't really know what to expect because, like I said, I haven't really been to des Almonds. So who knows what's going to be what's going to happen in that one. Last term of the year is that's at Old River. We talked about that. Oh, I gotta forget the Spillway Basin in June. Had it there last year. Andrew Wilson, Randy Brown won it. A lot of people love to fish that area. A lot of the guys do. I'm not the biggest fan of the Spillway, but I know it's gonna be out of Bell River Public though. We've never lost there. We've lost at Pigeon and Dorans before, never at Bell River Public. But who knows if we're going to that tournament. Personally, my favorite is Grand Lake, and we had a second place finish there last year in that tournament fishing Grand Lake. So that could be a place to go to. Who knows? Everybody's going to run. So I'm not a basin expert by any means, so those two guys, like I said earlier, Steve Griffin and Terry Mason, who fished with some, pretty good occasion. They always do well out there. Those would be probably the guys that I've been on the lookout for. That's it for the elites. So we finish up at Old River, and that's what we'll crown the end of the year. I won't be defending my title this year, but I look forward to handing the title off to somebody. Whoever wins it is a pretty damn good angler in most parts, unless you get lucky like I did last year. And I look forward to awarding that trophy off to somebody this year, and the winner gets to fish for free. And you partnered up with Aquamarine this year, and they're the title sponsor. So which I'm super stoked about. That's a tremendous business over there. That's very great people, and to have their name partner with the Angler of the Year title means a lot to me. and I think it does to them as well, you know. And anytime you get a chance, you're market for a boat or something like that, go out there and check out Aquamarine. Those guys, that's top notch. You know, great quality service, and you know, they know what they're talking about, and they treat you with respect. And you can't really find many dealerships like that in the state. So I'm really proud of that merge and partnership we did with them, and Ranger Boats, which they carry as well. And you know, I'm really looking forward to that. But you know, like I said, looking forward to handing off that title off to a new team this year. And also they'll be deserving, because this is going to be a testing year. And like I said, you gotta know how to fish. You gotta know how to fish the basin, the delta, the oxbows. I mean, you gotta know it all, you know. And if you're on the fence about joining, join us. I promise you won't regret it. We have top-notch anglers here. Like, I would put our guys against any circuit in the state. They're that damn good. I really believe it in my heart. And you know, I think some people join us and think there's a bunch of pushovers and there was a rinky-dink little organization, and we're not. You know, these guys, what they're doing, you know, the majority of them, you know, fish other things as well. Some fish the weekend series, you know, some fish the Bassmaster Opens. So I mean, like I said, they hold their own in other circuits as well. So definitely, if you're on the fence, come join us. Great competition, great group of guys. You're gonna have a blast. This will be the premier fishing destination in years to come, I think. We'll be looking for team tournament circuits, and if you're on the fence, trust me, give us a try. First tournament, February 16th. If you haven't called or emailed, please do that now. We're getting everybody signed up and getting the list all together. So you can call the number on your screen or the email you see there below, and give us that info, and we'll sign you up. And the takeoff contacts go in the order you contact us. So the sooner you get it in, the higher you're on that contact list. But that's all we got to talk about today. Next time we will talk about the Opens, and hopefully we can squeeze in the Classic, because we're going back to Venice, and you know, especially with the hurricane that's going to be interesting. But we'll talk about all that next time, and you know, I'll see you guys later.